gone. Well, he went for the reverse.
Scotland 2 wickets, and just as Brandon McMullen was looking good, he tried to slap.
A gentle start for George Munsey. What comes to attack, gets that away smartly. And that will not be stopped. First boundary of the afternoon. That's clipped away. And that's going to be another boundary, beautifully nipped off the legs.
First boundary.
Oh, he's gone. Well, that was aggressive from Mark Watt, but he just came out and was stumped. There's a beauty.
It lasted. But you can see here, the ball just straightened enough. Just enough on it.
Then again, that's just beautifully played through. Head on. That is a lovely shot, confident. Get effort, but that's just lifted beautifully, and that will go all the way to the boundary. Nicely done through mid-wicket. There's the reverse. Oh, he's in all sorts of trouble, and he's gone. Well, he went for the reverse.
Scotland 2 wickets, and just as Brandon McMullen was looking good, he tried to slap.
Munsey, edged that up. That's a difficult one. That's going to take. It's all the way across, and it has gone for 6. It's coming down towards the commentary tent.
One of the boards, literally just a couple of metres from the opening here. You can see our tent, the one on your left there. Yep.
I'll get the next one. Oh, that's guided across. Scotland get a little bit lucky there. That's 4.
So George Munsey,
He was unable to get onto that. Scotland go again. That's got a chance. Same place as the previous 6.
he can do it several times. Anything on the hip, on the leg, he will find that.
The delivery, that's lofted up. There's a man waiting for it, but he can't get there. And just enough.
Marvellous George Munsey. So strong on the sweep. Fielder thought he was in. Zolfiger again in the action.
He's going to get another chance. And he takes that one. Well, the first one he had to try and step back and get into, but that one a couple of steps forward. He's gone.
Yeah, just trying to lift that one up again, but didn't get enough underneath it.
There's a shout. A gentle start for George Munsey. What comes to attack, gets that away smartly. And that will not be stopped. First boundary of the afternoon. That's clipped away. And that's going to be another boundary, beautifully nipped off the legs.
First boundary.
Oh, he's gone. Well, that was aggressive from Mark Watt, but he just came out and was stumped. There's a beauty.
It lasted. But you can see here, the ball just straightened enough. Just enough on it.
Then again, that's just beautifully played through. Head on. That is a lovely shot, confident. Get effort, but that's just lifted beautifully, and that will go all the way to the boundary. Nicely done through mid-wicket. There's the reverse. Oh, he's in all sorts of trouble, and he's gone. Well, he went for the reverse.
Scotland 2 wickets, and just as Brandon McMullen was looking good, he tried to slap.
Munsey, edged that up. That's a difficult one. That's going to take. It's all the way across, and it has gone for 6. was coming down towards the commentary tent.
One of the boards, literally just a couple of metres from the opening here. You can see our tent, the one on your left there. Yep.
I'll get the next one. Oh, that's guided across. Scotland get a little bit lucky there. That's 4.
So George Munsey,
He was unable to get onto that. Scotland go again. That's got a chance. Same place as the previous 6.
he can do it several times. Anything on the hip, on the leg, he will find that.
The delivery, that's lofted up. There's a man waiting for it, but he can't get there. They're just enough.
Marvellous George Munsey. So strong on the sweep. Fielder thought he was in. Hilfiger again in the action.
He's going to get another chance. And he takes that one. Well, the first one he had to try and step back and get into, but that one a couple of steps forward. He's gone.
Yeah, just trying to lift that one up again, but didn't get enough underneath it.
There's a shout, and he's gone. Well, Liam Naylor, it took a while for the decision to be made, but the calculations running through the head. Last ball of the over.
He's got very, very leg side, and he takes the big step, and because he started off with such a leg log for Scotland.
Last ball of the over. And that will go all the way to the boundary.
Much needed release. Double barrel all the way.
That's lifted up. O'Dowd's looking for it. He's underneath it. Safe pair of hands, and it goes. And the skipper for the Dutch makes the catch. Moved nicely around from long on.
Into the wind. It had been a bit blustery today, swirling around. And, Max O'Dowd is not.
There's the movement, and it's gone through. That will go all the way through to the boundary. There was the opportunity. And where hops his way in. That's lofted, but that's going to go all the way. That's what Scotland need. Michael Levitt continues. There's beautiful little flick. That's 4 all the way. Finlay McCreath is getting into his groove.
Well, Finlay McCreath.
That cross coming in 13. That's a full toss, and that gets dispatched. Well, there's not been too many bowling mistakes, but that was one of them. And when they do come, you've got to make the most. That's lofted, and it's going to go all the way. Just step forward again. Good play, just off the front foot. 50 partnership is up.
Teammates up on the balcony, inside out. Tremendous stroke.
Full toss, dispatched, and dissecting the fielders. And again, that's lifted, that's dangerous. Sakashi is there, takes it at the second attempt, holds on, and he's gone.
It was not taken completely cleanly, but a little juggle, got it down and just strike as much as possible.
Tries the reverse, up it goes. How about that? Takes one bounce and over the ropes. That was a confident shot.
Oh, don't listen to me, Mac. Too far.
Round the wicket. That is absolutely dispatched. Chris McBride hammering that through, all the way through for 4. It's opened up again. It's in the air a long time. There's a man out there, and it's well taken. Well, Max Loud is...
Arian Dutt, what a day he's having. Just see, covered a...
Klein again delivers. That's launched high in there. It's exceptionally catchable, and it is caught.
Noah Crows, well, he went this way, he went that way. He did the hokey pokey. Safe in the end. Just got up underneath it. Again, missed time. Look, he went this way, went that way.
Jarvis slips it down to third man, Scotland. Well, they're going to try and come back for the second. Managed to get through. Well, it's the end of the innings for Scotland. And a little bit of a late cameo pushes. Well, Finlay McCreath top scoring with 40. Matt Cross with 33, George Munsey 30, but they
Not opted with spin, it's swing. Michael Levitt up there first. Notice straight away, it's the sight we're accustomed to seeing.
So do I. McMullen in. Plenty of pace in that one.
No ball. It's been a little bit of an issue for Brandon McMullen. He's had a little bit of trouble with that.
You can go anywhere you want. And he'll take it all the way down to the boundary. That's not going to be stopped. That's 4.
And turns it into an expensive over first up.
McMullen. That's lofted up. That's coming towards us, the commentary box. And that's going to go all the way. It was beautifully lofted.
He's bowled him! He's got him straight away! That is the big wicket! Max O'Dowd, he's the one who destroyed Scotland's...
Davidson came in, pitched it nicely, and simply through the outside edge, and the stump. Once more, he's wicket hungry, but he's going to find that's going to go for 4. 2 bounces to the boundary. Confident shot on the road end. There's a shout, it's a strong one, he's gone. It pitched beautifully.
Extend. Always rely on him to come back. And I'm sure if you're...
Ticking over. Sharif goes in, that's going to be dispatched. It was short. And 4 all the way, just turned round. Deep backward square leg. That's going to come back. That could be out. It is. Well, sometimes you need a little bit of luck, and if you're the batsman, you're absolutely gutted there.
Well, can't believe it. It is absolutely smacked back down the ground. Did so well just to get a fingertip on it. And Scott Edwards backing up.
It was a fuller length, he skied it. There is a man on the boundary.
वॉचो एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है जहां हर टाइप के एंटरटेनमेंट का परफेक्ट शॉट मिलता है भैया। कॉमेडी का छक्का दिखता है, थ्रिलर का यॉर्कर भी हो, या फिर ड्रामा का वो दूसरा गेंद हो। पॉपुलर ओटीटी एप्स का कंटेंट, अवार्ड विनिंग फिल्म्स, एक्सक्लूसिव वेब सीरीज, लाइव टीवी। जिस डिवाइस पे देखना चाहो आराम से देखो, जो भी देखना चाहो वॉचो पे आओ। दिस इज द एंटरटेनमेंट सुपर ऐप डिश टीवी वॉचो।
Well, he's unable to take it, and I think it was over the ropes anyway.
Might just have a big bruise. That was hanging in the wind and hanging in the wind.
That's beautifully stroked away. Could be a chase. In vain, it is all the way to the boundary. Michael Lees comes in. That is heading our way. But it should be out, it is, Sharif.
How often do we see Michael Lees come in and they look to attack, just not able to get enough? Safe pair of hands, Sharif.
What again? That's turned, swept round. That could be 4, it is 4. Beautiful shot. Crows into double figures, tries to repeat the shot, and he's gone. Well, he tried to do exactly the same, but he swept across the line.
And then the next ball, Watt again spears that in. It's the only thing the umpire might...
66 for Scotland, that's been launched up. There's a shout of catch, and that is going to be a first ball wicket as well. Nicely taken on that far side by Fraser McCreath. Finlay McCreath came across well.
He comes on and takes the wicket with his first ball. Just trying to launch it over. And that is a fine catch from Finlay McCreath, who is establishing himself quite quickly. Very good fielder.
Tip that in. There's a catching opportunity. It's brilliantly taken. That is a fabulous catch by Michael Lees. Well, he took the decision that this was catchable and was going to leave his feet just off the grass and no more.
Just brilliantly taken. hurled himself forward on the run, just gets his fingers underneath it.
That was caught.
Wow, brilliant. We were just saying how good the fielding has been.
Just wondering if he'd left it alone, if it would have been called a wide.
Oh, no, it was immensely hittable. Just slapped away.
Comes down the ground. Absolutely.
Oh,
There's the stumps, and it's happened again.
Oh, my goodness, it's happened again. But at what cost to Michael Lease? That's hurt him. That's hurt him. Back at Safian Sharif. Just here, rocketed back, burst through the fingers, and you can see by how.
There's the reverse flip. That's going to go all the way.
Bakerin is very capable of the old lusty blows and.
Surprised open the batting for Scotland. And that might go for 4. All the way it has. Just been tickled round the corner. Half hour or so. It goes. It tickled off the pad. And that's all the way again.
Oh, can you believe it, Mark, what says?
And while it's wagged, it's not wagged enough. That is high in the air. This could be all over. It's taken nicely. And Scotland have defeated the Netherlands for the first time in a T20 international on home soil. Catch nicely taken. And Scotland, who were defending a total of 160, restricted it to 121.
They just took wickets at regular intervals, and it was really just a matter of time before the final one fell. There you go. No problem with that finger now.
Michael Levitt off to a fine start. A good 36 with 30 balls, which is a good start for an opener. But really nothing else coming with the match. He was good with the bat. He was good in the field. But just before we hear from him, let's just go through and look at the follow wickets down at the bottom. And Cross, Munsey, both getting into the 30s in terms of bowling. Well, that was terrific, wasn't it? Around that 3 for 17. Zach Lang.
Today in Match 7, we feature two teams that have had divergent journeys, but they'll be hoping the destination is a title in 2025. Defending champions Washington Freedom take on the only team to never make the playoffs, the Los Angeles Knight Riders. 5 out of 7 games have been won by the team batting first. Nat Germanos, take us through the Washington Freedom.
Yeah, that's probably why they chose to have a bat first. They've made 3 changes. Unfortunately, a few of them forced. Mark Adair is in. He's come in with his right arm seamers. Mark Chapman, who's forged a really good career with New Zealand, will come in the middle for Glenn Phillips. And the leggy, the youngster, the 22-year-old Yasser Muhammad, I'm excited to see what he can do with the ball.
Yeah, the 2 West Indians for the Knight Riders are Aiden Powell, Jason Holder, who will captain the side. They've also got Cornet Dry, who's been now with this team for 3 seasons.
Here comes the power-packed opening pairing, though. Mitchell Owen and Rachin Ravindra. One of those changes for the Knight Riders that will open things up for them. For them, Cornet Dry.
And that's another boundary for George Munsey. If you're going to bowl short ball, pulled hard. That is a tremendous stroke, and Charlie Tear start. Well, George Munsey, he gets things underway with a boundary. He might have been struggling for runs at times, but Makerin bowls short first up, pulled hard, and that's another boundary for George Munsey. If you're going to bowl short ball, pulled hard. That is a tremendous stroke, and Charlie Tear has his first 6 of the day. The sound this made off the bat, you heard it echo across the ground. That is so well played by Charlie Tear. This has been a real... Oh, inside edge. He's going to be lucky. He's had a few of those, Charlie Tear, throughout this week. And there's another one that misses the stumps.
Sure.
That is a lovely shot from George Munsey. That and goes for the sweep. Is it just too short? Do you think he might have got his hands under that? It was a tough in the deep.
I don't think he quite picked it up. He seemed to go backwards before coming forwards to the ball.
This time he gets it through, though, and that's going to be 4 runs. George Munsey can only be contained for so long. Oh, and he has got the edge, and it's a brilliant take. What a catch that was, and it is that man, Crows. The keeper standing in the slips. It took a terrific bit of athleticism to complete it. Another promising start. But what a catch.
That's some grab from Noah Crows.
That is a nice use of the wrist from McMullen. And he's off the mark with a boundary. The big guns are firing today. Are going the other way.
Shot.
That is a great shot. Down the ground. Well, George Munsey is starting to open up. There is the sweep, and that fielder, does he come into play? He does, and it's got past him. It's Teja Nidamanuru. He did drop a catch earlier. That one might have been tricky with the bounce.
Well, Munsey goes again. He's got all of that. That's 6 to Scotland's opener. No top edge about that one. Straight out the middle of the bat. And that goes all.
He's just become the highest run scorer in the ICC Cricket World Cup League 2. Takes over from Monank Patel from the USA. And he goes again, the same area. This time, Nidamanuru, little fumble, but manages to stop it. And all of a sudden, George Munsey was stuck for a while, but he gets his 50, half century, very welcome. He hasn't been in the runs here in Fort Hill, but he's changed that today. It's been an important innings.
Oh.
Well, he gets underneath that one, and that one has gone all the way. It's the longest part of the ground down there.
என்னையா மறுபடியும் பொண்ணு பார்க்க கிளம்பிட்டீங்க போல.
ராகுகாலத்துல வண்டி எடுத்தா பயணம் தடைபடும்டா. குரு ஓரையில தான் எடுக்க.
Yeah, I was just going to say about how the introduction of
They
spin.
are in a good position. And that one's gone as well. George Munsey is...
Across his stumps. Thank you very much. We spoke quite a bit about how he was keeping his sweep in the locker. It's come out to great...
Well, Munsey goes for another big one. That is the very longest part of the ground. Doesn't matter when he's in this form. And when he's being given the balls to hit, and now he really is motoring. It was more than a gift. It was, here you go, bow on top, wrapped up, gift. And there's a slog sweep again. That's gone too, my word.
Uses his crease again, steps across his stumps, and that is absolutely massive. Out the ground, 6 more.
This time he connects, and that's 4. What a glorious stroke from Brandon McMullen. The big guns, they're back in town today. Oh, flicked into the outfield and taken. There is a breakthrough. It's McMullen. He took on the fielder in the deep. It's Wesley Baracey, I think, out there. And that's the breakthrough they desperately wanted.
McMullen will be absolutely furious with himself. It's a leg stump half volley. There's one fielder out there.
I'm a strike bowler. But for Liam Naylor, what a way to get off the mark back in the Scotland side. That is spent straight down to the fielder. Not taken. There's another drop, and it's a big one. It's George Munsey.
Here. This one, George Munsey doesn't quite time it. Oh, and it's not a complete dolly, but I think he'll be absolutely gutted.
He reaches for that one. This should be out. It is out. And they do have their wicket, and Van der Merwe dismisses Liam Naylor for his short while out there, but he was just reaching for that one.
Yeah, I wonder if he was just trying to go a bit squarer, more to that cow corner mid-wicket.
He whips his hands through this one, and that is really well played by McCreath. That'll settle the nerves a little bit. The accelerator. Oh, this time, though, he's got him, has he? Yes, he has. Oh, Levitt. He makes the breakthrough again. Now has two, could have had three, and Finlay McCreath departs. And Michael Levitt, well, he's been a revelation. That one coming straight on. We were talking about the little nibbling movement he's been able to get, and that looked absolutely plumb. Swings hard through that one, and that one is gone. So, well, that one's gone in the air and over the rope after a couple of bounces. Munsey, this time goes straight, beats the fielder. It's back-to-back boundaries for Munsey. He doesn't want to hang around in the 90s for long. He moves to 98. A little push down to long off, and you can hear the cheers already from the Scotland camp because George Munsey has century number 3 in ODIs. He's been out of runs recently, but he's roared back in style. We call him the big gun, and he has blazed away today in an important innings for Scotland. Short ball pulled for, was there to be hit. Matt Cross hits it.
Yeah, it's a rare bad ball from Michael Levitt. On.
Goes down the ground. That's a lovely shot. That's going to be 4 runs for Matt Cross. You want Michael Leach to come out and bat. Oh, that's in the air, but it's going to be 4 runs. Just helped around the corner. Arian Dutt was chasing. There was no way he was going to get there. Oh, that's pulled firmly. Lovely shot. Got the gap. No one's stopping that. Well, that's called a no ball. So Van Meekeren cannot believe it. Well, no matter what it was for, George Munsey takes.
As Matt Cross picks out the man in the deep and is put down. Oh, and I think he thought he was gone there, Matt Cross. He forgot to run for a second.
And that is another chance, a 3rd drop in this innings. Matt Cross gets a life. He'd given up on that one, thought he was gone. Oh, that's a lovely shot. My goodness. He does look good today, Munsey. There goes the pull shot again, and he's timed that beautifully. It's almost ended up in our commentary tent, and it's in the media. Now he pulls out the reverse, and it's a top edge. It's going to fall safely, though, and oh, dear. Well, that pretty much sums up the kind of day it's been for the Netherlands.
बेटा ख्याल रखोगे ना हमारा? वाह! अरे भाई ब्रेकफास्ट मिलेगा? हाँ जी। पेट भर गया भैया। बेटा गरम पानी आएगा? हाँ जी। हीटर? हाँ जी। हाँ जी। हाँ जी। अरे? तो अब क्या सूरज लाओगे? हाँ जी।
जहां सूरज वहां रोशनी और जहां विक्रम सोलर वहां खुशियों वाली सनशाइन.
Sure she'll do everything right. Okay. Ready to be the next big CEO? Wait till you graduate. Nah. At KR Mangalam University, we are already launching our own products, apps, and startups. Mentors, CEOs, IIT pros, industry leaders, real industry OGs. No boring lectures. Make sure everything is in order. Networking, not just in India. US, Canada, Australia, UK, Dubai, Germany. We are going global. 1 crore funding while still in class. Yes, my classmate pulled that off. From company registration to business plans, smart marketing, seed funding, VC Connects, legal help. It's all happening at KR Mangalam University. Apply now.
That's clipped safely. And you know what? Clipped for 4. Matt Cross just picking his spot. Seen here. Gets down for the slog sweep. And that is another boundary, and it brings up the 100-run partnership for George Munsey and Matt Cross.
And he goes again. That's absolutely massive from George Munsey, hitting against the breeze.
And again, oh my goodness, this is the biggest of the lot. That has gone miles into the air, outside the ground. George Munsey on an absolute tear here today at Fort Hill. Oh, that's just a little deft touch from Matt Cross. And you can hear the applause ringing around because that has brought up his half-century. I'll just get this single in done. Head off to get that ball to prevent the single, but he can't prevent it. And it brings up a mighty 150 for George Munsey. He has been Munsey the Magnificent today. He really has. He's controlled this whole innings. He's had the ball on a string. Well, he goes down the ground. He can't close out the over because George Munsey has helped himself to another 6. My goodness, has he been outstanding today. Imperious stuff.
Uses his crease again towards the bottom of the bat. Matt Cross knew the moment he hit it, though, so that suggests he maybe did get.
Oh, he has got every single piece of that and more. More vintage Munsey. No one can stop him today.
I mean, just walks across his stumps again, accesses that leg side. And I mean, he's taken that from, that's nearly the wide line on the offside. And he's nailed it over, what, backwards?
Don't you for that? Oh, powered away. My goodness. Matt Cross says, well, George Munsey, you're not going to have it all your own way. I've got some of these in me as well. Munsey. Oh, that one's gone up, and that will be out. Matt Cross finally goes aerial one too many times, and Max O'Dowd makes sure of it. It's been a long time coming, and the Netherlands finally have their 5th wicket.
Yeah, he just goes to the longest part of the ground. It's a really good catch from Max O'Dowd out there at long on.
And he replies as well by going the other way.
Oh, and it's just tipped over the bar for 6. A really good effort on the boundary. But the ball follows him over. And it's 6 more for George Munsey. I suppose technically this goes down as another drop.
Well, let's take another look at that. It was out of my eye line. Oh, that... Well, he goes for another big sweep. And that boundary brings up the highest ever one-day international inning.
Goes again, George Munsey. Belted down the ground. 4 more. It's amazing hitting. He's seeing it so big out there. We knew what you meant. Oh, and Michael Leese gets in on the act. That's massive. He gets under a low full toss from Ian Dutt, who's given very little away with the ball.
Even the way he walked out today off the back of that innings, he looked more confident straight away. And that is his beloved, the opportunity. Goes again. Oh, and it's almost taken on the rope. Max O'Dowd can't believe it. It was flat. It's ended up a 6. I'll have another look here. He did well to get around, but realised he was going out. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. The ball's gone. He can't stop scoring runs. He's on his way. He's got 200 in his sights, has he? George Munsey has been an absolute beast.
And it's that trademark slog sweep again, just using his crease to free his arms. And again, it's so good.
Especially not now. Not when Michael Leask is there. O'Dowd can do nothing about that. And goodness gracious me, Munsey is in beast mode. And Scotland's bowlers are feeling the heat.
Yeah, 3 sixes from his first 6 deliveries.
Oh, Vivian Kingma screams with frustration and delight.
Everyone here at Fort Hill rises to George Munsey. It's been an absolute privilege to witness him bat today.
Well, this time he goes through with the overhead shot. I'll pick up 2 runs. And, well, that completes an extraordinary batting innings as we take a look at Scotland, and it's really dominated by that. Just 150 balls to reach 191s. There were contributions from Tear and McMullen, everyone playing a supporting role. Look at the Netherlands there. Well, it's a sorry sight, but what can you do when you're faced with such? So here's where things stand. That magnificent 191 from George Munsey has put Scotland in the box seat. Netherlands 370 to win.
Physical हो या हो mental test, उन सारे टेस्ट को हम कहते हैं thank you. Big Muscles Nutrition, performance ही पहचान.
First ball. They're hunting straight away.
Just a bit full though. Max O'Dowd tucks in. It's a gorgeous shot through the covers.
Oh, a shout. That cross can't get across to prevent the ball racing down for 4-legged guys. A full toss, and he gets all of that. No stopping that one. So, goes again, same area, same result. Don't think this game is over because Scotland scored runs, because Netherlands. But, oh boy, that has gone miles. This is exactly what Netherlands need to do.
It's a pretty good delivery from Mackenzie Jones, probably hitting the top of the stumps. Michael Levitt trusts the bounce, trusts the nature of this pitch, and hits through the line.
Brightly. Oh, picks this one up. And that one's gone as well. Well, Michael Levitt. Oh, and there's a release of pressure. Brandon McMullen had just bowled. Well, he gets up underneath that one and he manages to get it right in between the 2 fielders on the leg side. Carves that one away, and that has gone like an absolute rocket to the boundary. Michael Levitt. I was fooled by the forecast. That's up and over, and that's going to run away for 4. Well, the runs continue to flow. Oh, thick outside edge and taken. Safi and Sharif is the man. I've got a delighted Trudy Lindblade with me. Dangerous. Just the experience of Sharif. Thick outside edge.
Don't.
Oh, he's mistimed this one, and that is going to be an easy take. in the end for George Munsey. Not surprising to see him get in on the action, and it's all smiles. It was. He's just tried to whip it through the leg side and got the leading edge. Yeah, that's where he was trying to. These wonderful performances. That's beautifully driven. And that is going to go all the way. So a little punch back from O'Dowd. He's still there. And that is a glorious cover drive. Oh, it's another lovely drive square at this time from O'Dowd. And, oh, there's a misfield on the outfield. It's Charlie Innings. He saw from George Munsey. He's flicked that one away. And it's going to be another boundary. Max O'Dowd. He knows he has to go big today. And he continues to fly along. Well, there's 4 more. The captain's in on the act now. And there's one thing you know, Scott Edwards will not be giving this. Oh, that's pulled hard. And that has gone, my goodness. It's hit the rope and it's taken off. And he pulled this one back. Oh, he goes straight down the ground. That is 6 all the way. Almost takes out a Stewart. Don't danger him out there, sir. Because Sean Edwards...
Fuller this time from Charlie Castle. Bit too full in the slot. And Scott Edwards goes bang down the ground.
Very applicable. Oh, and it's gone straight back to Mark Watt. Has it gone to him on the bounce?
No,
it's a drop. Well, they always say with those ones, they stick or they don't. And immediately, Max O'Dowd responds with a boundary that brings up his 50. There's some fight in this Dutch side. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, it's salt in the wound for Mark Watt. Having put him down the ball before, gets carved away behind point.
In the air, caught. There's the wicket. And it's Michael Leask. He's been lurking there, waiting for an opportunity to look at the roar. They're up and about because they have got the captain of the Netherlands. He's played Scott Edwards. But Mark Watt, it's been a great contest. Mark Watt finally gets his man, just catching the outside end. Oh, and he's got through. Lovely drive down the ground. And
फोन को टूटने से बचाने का ये एक तरीका है। अरे आना मैं बोल रहा था उसको।
हेलो भाई सुना?
हाँ ने ब्रो। फोन को टूटने से बचाने का ये Oppo K13X तरीका है।
हौसले से सीना सबका फुलाते हैं। पर प्यार से तुझे सीने से लगाना भूलते नहीं। प्रकृति की कहानी बड़ी लगन से सुनाते हैं, पर तेरी कहानी का खास किरदार बनना भूलते नहीं। अपनी सोच से एक नई और बेहतर दुनिया बनाते हैं, पर तुम्हारी दुनिया को सपनों से सजाना भूलते नहीं। जो अपने इरादे और अपनों से किए वादे कभी भूलते नहीं, वो पापा है ना। करो पूरे अपने इरादे, अपनों से किए सभी वादे। SBI लाइफ, अपने लिए, अपनों के लिए।
Oh, he's got up and underneath that one. And it's going to go all the way. The chase was on for sure. Oh, and where's Baresi? Has hit that one straight up and it's been taken. So there is the breakthrough. Mackenzie Jones.
Yeah, Wes Baresi just walking at the bowling, looking to go more over mid-off, I think. The bat just skews in his hand, slices away to Finlay McCreath, and he takes a good catch coming forward.
Oh, that one's hit very well, and that bounce out there. Ollie Davidson says, how am I supposed to stop that? Well, oh, that is there to be put away. And Nidamanuru does it with a flourish.
Yeah, that's massive.
That is huge. Wow. And that is the short boundary. That was short and just not quick enough if you're going to bowl that. Oh, that one's gone up and it's gone over and it's a no ball. Oh, boy. It's an expensive ball for Mackenzie Jones. It's above the waist, so it was just a loose delivery. And he goes big. It's down the ground. It's not going to be 6, but it is going to be 4. So before then, it's nicely played, and that has picked the gap out perfectly. Terrific timing from Nidamanuru. Same mark. They do go for him, and that one's gone. It was only going to be a matter of time. Lovely shot from Nidamanuru. And he does get that one through. And Max O'Dowd with a single brings up his maiden century in one-day international cricket. What a moment that is for the Netherlands opener. He has stood tall today, under pressure, with a massive chase in front of him.
Oh, but that's a beautiful shot from Max O'Dowd. Pierces the covers. Race away for 4. He's a fine, fine player.
Oh, he goes inside out, up and over the covers. That is an outstanding shot from Max O'Dowd. Better believe it.
That might be shot of the day. Backing away again. Lofted cover drive inside out.
Oh, thick edge. Well, a thin edge, but it goes all the way. Wonderful shots.
Oh, almost a chance. Just short of Safian Sharif in his follow-through. He beats the ground in frustration.
That one is just over the head, and it's going to be another 4 runs. Max O'Dowd, he's motoring along first. Oh, he takes to this one. That has gone. That has gone, Miles, over Ted's shed, over the ambulance, somewhere back there.
He picks up the short ball so quickly. He's done it throughout his innings. That's the long part of the ground, down to long on cow corner.
Carved away. And it's only going to go for 1.
Great work again from Finlay McCreath to keep that to a single. But yeah, the run rate dips below 9s again. Teja Nidamanuru reaches 50, and he gives a big thumbs up to his teammates. Again, as Max O'Dowd did when he reached his landmark, a muted celebration.
Oh, he gets up and underneath that one,
Chance.
but there's a fielder under it, and it's been taken. There's the wicket they were waiting for. They finally break the partnership. It's Charlie Castle who finds the breakthrough, and after a fine half-century, the match turns Scotland's way.
He's been so strong on that pull shot, but he doesn't quite get all of that one. And he picks out Finlay McCreath in the deep, who...
Well, he goes for 1. That will help the run rate required, because that's another 6 to Max O'Dowd, who continues to march out there in the middle. What a knock this has been from him. Such a clean strike.
He's absolutely nailed that. It's gone a long, long way. As Mark Watt pulls out his 24-yarder, and it's carved away behind square on the offside for 4 runs. I was just going to say the Max O'Dowd 6 in a previous over.
Oh, and he goes over the top. Innovative stuff. Very clever stuff from Noah Crows. And again, Max O'Dowd finds himself a willing and Goes for the reverse, and that is the big shot. It's enough. It's 4 runs.
Guys, राहुल आ रहा है और उसके साथ कोई लड़की भी है।
वो क्या सोचेगी? गाड़ी में वो पुरानी सी स्मेल है।
रिलैक्स गाइस, पेश है नया गोदरेज एरो।
न्यू कार,
या गोदरेज एरो, नई कार जैसी खुशबू पूरे 30 दिनों तक सिर्फ 99 रुपए में।
Well, he swings hard at that one, and it's going to take some good fielding to stop the boundary. Can't quite do it. Finlay McCreath is monumental effort. There he goes. And it's almost a chance. Ollie Davidson, he went for the catch. Can't quite get there, and the ball goes past.
Short again, that's massive.
That's gone all the way. Noah Crows, well, 2 weeks, but they have come together for an absolutely brilliant chase. They're going to have to go and find that ball. Oh, he gets a bit on that. He gets enough off that. Noah Crows has been so entertaining. Well, he goes for that one. It falls down and it's straight in the commentary box, and has almost taken me runs. This time he goes next to us in the media tent. He wants us to see it. He wants the world to see it, and it brings up his 50 off just... there's that inventiveness, but this time Scotland were prepared for it. It's Mark Watt. He takes the catch. And is there another twist in this tale? Don't. Just after bringing up his half-century. And it is Scotland's all-time highest wicket-taker across formats. Well,
They'll push for 2.
They will.
And Max O'Dowd gets back. It's 150 for the Netherlands opener, and he's taking his side to victory. What a knock.
Not only is it his highest score, his first 100, her first 150, but it is also the highest score for the Netherlands, an individual score in an ODI. And he goes for the biggest shot that he can, and he has done it. Netherlands have done it. They have completed their highest successful run chase, an absolute nail-biter. They look down and out in Scotland. They looked shell-shocked earlier when Netherlands put up a mighty total, but they did not throw in the towel.
What a player, what a knock. We can see it here. Pumped back over Safian Sharif's head, and his celebration was quite something. His teammates were up and about in the dugout. There we go, look at that. A little dance and a big grin to finish.
Really a wonderful couple of weeks here. And if you look at that scorecard, Max O'Dowd stands out, of course, but look at those supporting roles around him. Michael Levitt, 44, Scott Edwards, 32. For batting, really, the quick outfield. 3 wickets to Safian Sharif. He became the highest wicket taker for Scotland across all formats. And if it's an Munsey, an absolutely imperious 190.